Sweet.
Okay. Hi guys, it's Tim and Michael. Tina and Michael. Nearly let it slip out there, didn't I, Tina? We're still at Spixworth and a fantastic reading with Elizabeth Long. Yeah. And with Tina was drawn out back to where we were parked up to this coach house. So we thought when we finished with the other reading that we would come back here and just sit here quietly and see if we can tune in to this building and see what the history was there. We don't know anything about this place, do we, Tina? We knew a little bit about the church that we've just been into. And that's because we've been there for 2, 3, 4 times now. And so we're getting to know a little bit about the place and do a little bit of research. But this appears to be a coach house, somewhere where horses were stable block with accommodation on the end. So you were drawn here. So, Tina, what are your feelings?
Okay, so anyone around here from the coach house beside me, you'd like to come through, we're not here to harm you in any way. We're here to help in any way we can. So I felt I saw a spirit of like a stable lad, that's what I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
Because he had the way he was dressed, flat cap on, and helping with the, mucking out the horses and things like that. So I would call the stable lad.
Okay.
And I get the name Peter.
Right.
And I wonder why he's stuck here, because he's quite young. I would say about 15 actually. 16.
Right.
And okay, so I can see him dressed. It says hot summer's day or spring day.
Yes.
And he's mucking out. Oh, I see. So he's mucking out the stables around the horses like this, and he got too close to a horse, and a horse kicked him. Like that.
Wow.
In the chin. And sort of like started going a bit wild and trampled on him as well. So, he didn't get out of the way in time.
Right. And that killed him.
That is what is, that is what he...
And what was his surname?
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah. Peter Brown.
And did his father own the stables?
No, he's just a job there.
It was just a job,
yeah,
okay.
Like he's been working there a few years actually. He started when he was about 10.
Yes.
Like they did in them days. I would say this was I'm getting 1779, so I'm going to say that.
Yeah, okay. Why is he stuck on this plane, Tina?
He didn't want to die.
No.
Bless him. He was just too young. And the trauma and everything what he went through has kept him here. And the grief of not being able to live a life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's in the stables, one of these long hair. Obviously they've changed a little bit, not too much.
No, I'd say that's pretty original,
much.
Yeah.
The doors are probably different, the colours.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, he was just smuggling one out, and first he got kicked, knocked him back, and then the horse
sampled over him.
So he suffered fatal injuries to crushed organs.
It's an unfortunate accident.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate accident, bless his heart.
And who owned this stable block here?
Who owned the stable block? Well, actually, this belonged to the estate.
Okay.
So it must be the Longs.
Was it? Can you ask me if it was the Longs who owned this?
No, it's someone else. Somebody took over. He took over the hall after they sort of died out. Can you tell me the name, please? I'm just getting a B. It's a B name.
Okay. Okay.
That'll probably be in history.
And was he buried in this church then, Tina?
Yes, he was buried in the churchyard. Yes, he was.
It would have been well attended as well, with it being a young man.
Yeah.
Did he have a girlfriend?
No.
He
had a crush.
Did he?
On Lucinda.
Okay.
Lucinda. She was above him anyway.
Okay.
She used to ride the horses and stuff. So
right.
She would have been long to the epilons,
Yes.
I don't know what they call it.
Echelons.
Yeah. And she was around the same age, but they talked and everything, and he couldn't never. Actually, he's telling me he fell in love with her, you know. But he knew his position.
Yes.
But she used to smile at him, you know, and give him a sort of like a look like she liked him too, you know. I think
Yeah.
they actually did like each other, but because of another love affair,
Yeah.
he couldn't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she would have been upset at the funeral then, obviously.
She didn't go.
She didn't go?
No, she went. No. She went there at the day he went.
No. No.
Well, he's telling me she didn't go. He said, no, she didn't come. That's just family.
Okay.
There was some problem. Father tried to, you know, sue him, you know. But obviously it was an accident, so he didn't get anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think he got the funeral paid for as a mark of respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't horrible people, you know, but they did pay for the funeral.
Yeah.
So he only got a wooden cross, so that wouldn't even be there now.
No.
But they paid for the burial and everything, and the service. Lovely looking young lad, sort of dark hair coming down the hair, and those big brown eyes. And
did he have brothers, sisters?
he had a sister called Mary, and a younger brother, Richard. Yeah.
And what about Dad? What did he do for a living?
Farmer. You know, he worked as a farm hand.
Yeah.
And his mother, she was like she'd be too busy making things, you know.
Yeah.
Through. Daisy Cottage.
Oh.
Might be where they live.
Is that where? All right. Okay.
Daisy Cottage, which is around here somewhere.
So he's local to this whole.
Yeah. Yeah, he's local. He always wanted to be around horses. That was his thing.
Yeah.
So he started this job as a stable hand, hoping that he would get up to a place where he could actually ride them around and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
So he did. He could ride horses. Yeah, he could. He told me, yeah, he could ride a horse. There was an unfortunate accident. What happened about a couple of 100 years ago? Whether it's recorded, we don't know. It was just an unfortunate accident that this horse was really jittery for some reason.
Yeah.
It weren't fully broken in, I don't think. You know, it's a fresh horse. And he was cleaning up around it.
Yeah.
Sweeping up. And the horse kicked him first, and he went back and then sort of...
And then trampled him.
Yeah. Bless him.
Yeah, that's quite...
The horse was startled, he's telling me. The horse was startled, what boy?
Yeah.
She's telling me another story. This is getting... There's reportedly been a ghost in there anyway, and he thinks the horse was startled by a ghost.
Okay. Wow. What's the ghost story then?
It's the ghost of a little old lady who was wrongly accused of being a...
Let me guess. A witch.
Yeah.
And can you tell us about that story then?
She's just a haunt around here.
Yeah.
She
Did
weren't burnt at stake or anything like that, but she was accused of being a witch, and people just left her alone, and no one would help her, and that's
Right.
horrible. She died on her own. And
did he ever see the witch? Oh, sorry, this ghost?
no, he didn't see him. He never saw it himself, but he said there was other people who swear by this.
Yeah.
And it ain't just here, it's like through the churchyard round here. But I knew I had to come here because I could see that little lad when I was sitting in there.
Yeah. What was did he know? Does he know the name of the witch?
Marie, something like that, yeah. Mariana.
And he thought that was what startled the horse.
That's what he believed.
Yeah.
That's what everyone believed who was working as a stable. Because they weren't just the only one. There was and they all believed that. But of course, the upper echelons wouldn't believe anything like that. The horse was jittery.
Yeah.
It was startled. It felt that the horse wanted to get away from that energy, so there was something there. Yeah. I could feel the horse wanting to get away from the energy really bad. You know?
Yes.
and he was busy tidying up, sweeping and raking the hay
Yeah.
out of his enclosure around the horse, and the horse just kicked
I mean, although he was a young lad, he would have been an experienced stable hand and would have known to have kept out of the way. So with something like that unexpected, caught him off guard.
Yeah, he never had a problem before when he
No.
horses.
No.
Because he had such a gentle nature, he was born to be with horses. Bless his heart,
Yeah.
and that's why he's gutted that he's lost his life, because he wanted to go on. Oh, bless him. I think, anything else you want to ask him? He's only young.
Yeah, that's the thing. When they've got a young life, there's only so much you can ask, isn't there, Tina? Was there people living in this house back then in his day?
Yeah, around the coach house, yeah.
Yeah. And what was this used for then? And obviously stabling, but what else was it used for?
It was like an inn or something at one point. Like, an inn.
Everywhere used to have a pub, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, brew their own beer and sell it from there. Okay.
It was for travellers, because this was one of these was the main route to go to wherever. Coming out of Norwich.
Yeah. Yeah. And so they would have stayed overnight, perhaps, changed horses, had a drink, off you go.
Yeah, he said that was all sorts of travellers coming and going, and that was also used for the to keep the horses of the rich.
Yes.
Of the people who had money.
Stably, yeah. That's really interesting, Tina.
The granary, you told me at one time there's a granary here. This might be next door or something. The granary.
Right.
Where you're right, they probably brew beer and stuff. You might be right, Michael, because it's a granary. Why would they have a granary in a mill?
Well, they couldn't drink the water back then because it was so bad, and so everybody was drinking beer. Everybody was drinking, men, women, and children, weren't they? They had different types, different strengths.
But he said the water was perfect. They weren't contaminated being in a little place like this. May have been done in Norwich or London, or whatever, but not around here. But they did drink beer.
Yes.
Very weak beer.
Yes.
He was telling me. He'd been drinking it since he was 10.
Yeah, there you go. Bears that what I just said, doesn't it?
But he'd started work there very young.
Yeah.
About 10, as soon as he's old enough to handle
So his parents must have been devastated then.
They were absolutely devastated. And I can feel like a crushing as I'm talking.
Yeah. So that would have been the horse.
That probably done his lungs in or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was a young, little skimp of a little lad.
Yeah.
Skinny, but a very nice looking young lad. And I can understand why someone like Lucinda, and I wonder if she's Lucinda Long or someone like that, I find out, would have really, I don't think it's her, I think it's the next family what went in. But Lucinda definitely liked him. Anyway, shall we let the little lad go?
I think, does he want to go over?
Would you like to go over down? The thing is, he's still got his pitchfork in his hand. He's like, can I? Because to him, he's just got up and wondered what the hell's going on.
Yes.
Well, I want to die. I didn't want to die. I know you didn't, Dan, but afterlife will provide you with all the hopes and dreams that you could ever wish for, Dan. And Lucinda might even be there waiting for you.
Might even be there.
Okay. Would you like to go over down? Yeah, look up to that space above the trees there, above the church. It's just perfect for a portal.
Pan across stairs.
If you could, Peter, could you possibly make a noise?
Yeah.
Anything, a little whisper
or a sound, anything like that.
Anything to prove that you are amongst us. We would be really grateful. And if you could materialise in any way through light, even if it's outside there or over there. If you could materialise in some way, we would be so grateful. But I'm going to let you go now because I know you're eager to go. Bless his heart. Okay, so if you look up above the church, Angel, Lord, please help this soul. Open the portal for him. Can you see the light? Can you see the light? He's eager to go. This pitchfork is on the floor, mate.
Bless him.
So eager to go. He's really eager. Okay, so the light is enveloping him now, and look up. You can see the spirits in illuminated form, waiting for him. And as the clouds part. Yes, I can see his mum's there first.
Yeah.
His mum, his parents, brothers, sisters, all loved ones past. And actually, there's a young, very pretty dressed girl there too. So she's coming through as she would have done at the time.
Yeah.
You know, because they can come through whatever age they want to.
Yeah.
She's got a lovely bonnet on, all silk. She's really, you can see she's separate from the rest of the family.
Right.
Oh, bless him. Mum first. Mum's having a big hug first. And Dad and brothers and sisters. Oh, she come through and she pecked him on the cheek. 'Cause she's a young lady.
Wow.
Obviously,
Yeah.
she grew up and had her time.
Yes.
Got married, no children, but she's come through especially for him.
Yeah.
They were in each other's heart. Very lovely. Okay, darling. Thank you. I love it when they turn around.
Yeah.
Gone. What a lovely picture, a lovely story.
Yeah. A very romantic story as well, Tina.
the fact that
Tragedy.
she come back in to just help him come over. That's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get something.
So that's the thing with these readings, Tina. I mean, you were a little bit upset about the first reading we did when you made contact with the vicar of the church.
And he told me to get...
He told you to get out, but you just take it on the chin, really, don't we? And then that really nice reading with his wife, who came through and said, "Don't listen to him."
No, she didn't say, "Please forgive my husband." That's what she said.
And then you were drawn back here.
Yeah.
You said, "Michael, there's something over there by that building." That's the first time you've felt that.
Yes. Well, I never sort of tuned into this area.
Yeah.
But as I sat over there, I felt the people to the stable block. So
Yes.
And I could see. I told you I saw a picture of a young lad, didn't I?
Yeah.
And that was him.
And that must have been his time to go, Tina, don't you think?
Absolutely.
I mean, we never know why we're drawn to a certain spot.
No, I don't.
We don't know
Up to the universe. Isn't
what
it?
thoughts come into our little brains to say, let's go and do this or go and do that. We were here yesterday and had no...
We couldn't get in, could we?
couldn't get in. There were so many people about, and it was a none thing altogether. And then today, you've pulled three. You've connected with three, and three...
They ain't always very welcoming.
No, that doesn't worry us.
Then the first time a vicar has told us to get out of his church.
That's right. I doubt it'll be the last. Having said that, we've had a lot of good responses from vicars as well, Tina.
That John Caster, he explained to me what happens when a soul was released, the light comes in. And he was very forthcoming and open.
And we get very good responses with monks as well, don't we, Tina?
Yes, we had a few monks we talked to,
A lot. And
pacifist is now part of my late team, apparently. So that's...
have come through and been very positive and very forthcoming and tell us an awful lot. Yes, it's all good. So
I feel nice and calm now, because I was a bit upset about the vicar telling us to get out, but that's why his wife came through, because she wanted to reassure us to carry on. She said that, didn't she?
Yeah.
She said, "Don't worry, he doesn't understand things like," but she go, "I understand what you're doing."
Yeah, which is really fantastic.
And that's just like in life, not everyone's going to understand what we're doing, but
that's
some
right.
people will.
Yeah. Well, that young lad's definitely a bit happier today than what he was this morning when he woke up. Another day in...
Well, he's forever awake.
Yeah, okay. All right, I think we'll leave it there. And thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we have today, this reading. And...
look forward to seeing what's on there, if there's anything that...
Hopefully you've made that. That would be something amazing if we could have... We have had a lot of sounds, Tina. We have seen a lot of stuff as well. Yes, we haven't always filmed everything that we've come across. No, I mean, you see everything. So for me to see it means if I can see it, then everybody else can see it. If I can hear it, everybody else can hear it. So I need to photograph it more and film it more and get some... whatever we need to do this, because you're bringing them in. We just need to try and capture them. We haven't got the knack of that. It'd be fantastic.
I think we've done a couple lately, though, haven't we? Definitely, East Somerton, that vision.
We're not sure about that one, but that's neither here nor there. We're very reluctant, or I'm certainly very reluctant to say, "Oh, that's a bit strange." I'll take some convincing, don't I, babe?
This is what makes us yin and yang. So
yeah, this is what.
I see everything, and Michael has to be convinced.
The-
It's a good
I-
energy to work with.
Yeah, I have to see the bloke there completely dressed up on a horse or whatever. It has to be really there. But no, it doesn't matter though. I know it's there. But the sounds, I've definitely experienced an awful lot of sounds, and we have seen stuff, mists and anyway. So if you like what we're doing, what are these lovely people got to do, Tina?
I'm just going to say this on camera. Michael promised to take me for lunch today.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that. No, what I was going to say
Yes,
was
he is.
give him. All right.
He is.
Well, we'll see.
He
A
promised
bit
me.
late for lunch. It's time for tea.
Take
Anyway,
me for tea then. Just joking. Yeah, please like, subscribe. We have got humour. You know, we're just a couple who just do mad things.
you just got an amazing gift, Tina, and we read something this morning. If God gave you a gift,
And you've got to use it.
then God wants you to use it.
Yeah.
And this is something we've discussed many a time, that Tina, this what you're doing is too good not to be recorded, and get it out there for people to have a look at, and they make their own minds up. We don't want to convince anybody.
We have
of
actually been
anything.
doing this for 9 years, but it's only in the last couple of years that we decided to.
It's only been this last couple of years. COVID didn't help, obviously, but
I don't know, we've done a lot of work.
we did do a lot of work. Well, we shouldn't have done, but
Well, we should have done because we were working.
yeah, at least we weren't partying. Yes, so it's important for us to get this out there, and the messages that come back, and there's no fear. I don't think there's need to be fear that Hollywoods, the Victorians, or ectoplasm and all this sort of thing. Yeah, it's not all like that at all. There is elements of it. We've had it.
Yeah, well, not really ectoplasm and stuff.
No, not that was no. I meant the fakeness.
I was just given a gift to be able to see.
Yes, yeah.
See things that other people can't. So,
Yeah.
well, not all, 'cause lots of people can. You know what I'm saying? To see things that I need to help. To me, helping spirits leave the earth if they're trapped is the most wonderful and fulfilling thing I can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just in what me and Michael do. I do private readings, and I help their parents.
Yes.
And everything come through with
Yeah.
messages. There's so many people out there who I do actually help. Not just doing this.
Yeah, this is only part of what we do, isn't it, Tina? This
Yeah.
is like, our thing, isn't it?
So I'll say, if anyone out there
Oh.
has got a problem with anything psychic activity or anything, please contact us via Spirit Channelers, and if we can help, we will.
Yeah, we have done house.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
It's not house clearances. What do we call them? That's not the right word.
Spirit
I've got
releasing,
that. But spirit release. Yeah, we have had that, and
Yeah,
we
in
tend to go.
people's homes, yeah.
What we do tend to do, which I think is really quite unique, is that you go from each room, and quite often there's more than one
Yes,
spirit
quite
in a
often
house.
In a house, yeah.
And
Especially
you've
if you're on
had-
a crossroads, yeah.
Yeah, you've had 4 in one house, and we find their backstories, their livelihood, why they're there, and from that point, there's almost like a large record of why and everything is happening in that house, and then you're able to
Release them.
Release
and,
them.
And the ones we've done have always come back to me and said, after 3 or 4 months, still, I went back and done an interview with one of my clients, if you like, and it's completely calm now. We released them.
yeah, the atmosphere's completely changed in the house
there's no
as well,
problems
hasn't
at
it?
all.
They were
These
scared.
people were getting things thrown at them across
Yes,
the room and
yeah,
being pulled out of bed by their feet.
really horrific stuff.
Yeah.
Doors being held closed, and but we've had some experience of that,
Yes.
of people or spirits lying on top of us,
Yes, we
trying
did.
to suffocate
when we
us,
first got together, that was like
yeah.
Spirit was trying to destroy.
keep us apart.
Yeah.
We should have been listening, but we didn't. But
Here we are, hey ho.
so we know it's not very nice, and although we understand it more, we're not. It doesn't really affect. It doesn't affect us too much, does it, babe?
No, I don't like being rejected out of a church by a vicar, but that's not. That's not a problem. It just made me feel a bit, should I be doing this in churches? But then Spirit sent us his wife in
Yes,
Spirit, and she
put
comes
that
and said,
right.
please forgive my husband, he doesn't see things the way I do. I know what you're doing, and please carry on. So
Yeah.
she made up for it, and this lovely little lad we now released, bless his heart,
Yes.
is,
Yeah. A lovely story.
makes it all worthwhile.
Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, you must be sick of listening to
Yes.
us waffling on. Mind you, we could go
Got
on
all
for
wrong side.
we could go on for hours, couldn't we, Tina? With some of the stuff that we've done.
Perhaps we should say other things, do little videos
We
about.
should.
And we're also trying to get the merchandise out to people who want.
Yeah, don't worry about that just yet, babe. the thing
But we
you
need
were
to.
saying, we should talk about it. But the thing is, when we come onto a site like this, we're very aware that if spirit comes through, then we have to connect, or you have to connect straight away. We don't want to be waffling on for about 30 minutes and then go into it, because there's a risk that we'll miss that opportunity. So that's why our introductions tend to be very short and to the point. And we have the luxury of time afterwards, like we have now, to discuss it. But that's the reason why we don't go in for long introductions.
No, I just
'cause
thought
you
that
need
it's about
to-
time you introduce yourself, but still Michael's a bit shy, camera shy, so you might get to see him
I'm
someday,
camera
one
shy.
day.
Well, we've got two, oh, here we go, we're still going now. We've got three very exciting projects, which we will be telling you all about very, very soon, and will be happening very, very soon, within the next 4 weeks. So in February, March,
When the weather warms up.
when
a
it
bit,
weather warms up, and I think we'll be telling people about this very soon, won't we, Tina? And yeah, I hope you're joining us for those projects. Obviously, all on the same line. You know, that's what you get. And yeah,
As I say,
right.
God said, if God give you a gift, you must use it. That goes for anybody.
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
everybody.
Whatever talent, that doesn't have to be in a spiritual sense.
Yeah.
If He's give you any talent,
See, my talent is
that is
holding
your
this,
God-given talent.
holding this phone and driving the van around. You
That's
see it?
Michael's
That's
talent.
my talent. See,
No, he's got more talents than that.
well,
Anyway, I think we're
anyway,
getting
well,
bored
let's
now,
let's
Michael,
go. Right,
and I'm
let's
getting
move on.
cold.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, we'll catch you later. It's been a great day for us today, and yeah, onward and upwards.
Thank you very much for your support and following us. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it. Thank
Absolutely. See you later,
you. Please
guys.
subscribe so you can
Oh.
see more.
Yes. See you later, guys.